Good evening, live at 5. There's a lot of barking going on outside. Right, let's just hang on and see who's joining us this week and check that everything's straight and where it should be. Hi, hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I'm late to my own party as usual. It's like live at kinda 5. Hi, everybody. Hi, Rich. Oh, I have had a good week, thank you. I hope you have too. Hey, Nikki. Hope you're doing good. Sharon, Carol, hello. Hiya, Grace. Oh, dear me. Hi, Helen. Hello, Wendy. Hello, 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 hello. How are we all this week? Is everybody good? Oh, Nikki, you're working too much. I thought you were supposed to be working less these days. You're such a lovely, sociable lot. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Nadia. It's very cozy in this shirt today. Confession time, though, because I'm always very honest with you. I put my nice white Tilly in the Buttons shirt underneath, and I had it unbuttoned today, and then I've managed to spill tea down the front, so I'm not trusted with a white shirt. It's a bit of a silly idea for me, really. I should just wear like tea-coloured clothing. Oh, I know, Nikki. Oh, I wish I had something like really exciting to say about this week, but it's just been, I was just remarking to Mr. Stitches that it's just been kind of head down and working. Like there's nothing exciting going on. That's kind of January for you, isn't it? It's not like, it's a bit anticlimactic after December, isn't it? There's all sorts going on in December, and then January's just a bit meh. Lots of planning, lots of hard work behind the scenes, but nothing really exciting to shout about. I feel like I've spent all of my week at the computer, which I honestly don't know how I ever worked a desk job in the past. I spent years working in offices, and I can hardly do a full day now at my computer without feeling like I want to tear my eyeballs out. So, so it's funny how times change, isn't it? Maybe that's why I was a little bit restless in my old job. The bestie bag is not done, I'm afraid. No. It's over there. I'm not going to go and get it at the moment. No, I'd hoped to finish it today. Literally only need to put the strap in now, but I've had a busy afternoon, and it's yeah, it's been busy. Like a lot of people coming into the shop and asking questions. So, and a few chatty people in as well today. And yeah, before you know it, the day's just gone, and I'd hoped to finish it off, but I'll probably finish it tomorrow, and I'll show you it next week. I'm very happy with it, but I am also very happy that and grateful to you guys for your comments and the DMs that I received last night, because I'd posted about how top stitching the outside of the bag was difficult. And yeah, I tried it and I got most of it nice. And then the bit where it gets tight, it just wasn't good. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have to redo that. And then I must have had about 20 DMs last night that was like, I didn't bother. It's like, yes, I was hoping someone would say that. Yeah, a good few for alterations. Yeah, just mostly people asking for things that I don't stock, which is fine. I'm glad that people want to try locally first as a first port of call. That's always good. But it can get a little bit disheartening over time. I kind of end up feeling a bit like I just can't please anybody. It's like, oh, but there again, I have some amazing customers that do call in and see me and absolutely make my day. Sue came in this morning. Shout out to Sue. Always good to have a chat. She's a great customer. So yeah, it's one of those. I think I need to up my staff support. Exactly, Rich. If anybody is looking yet at that, can get lost, can't they? I think I would rather not top stitch it than do a bad job of top stitching it. I don't think it needs it really, does it? It seemed a bit unnecessarily harsh. Oh, thank you, Lucy. That's very kind. Right, shall we get into what's new this week? I'll be honest, not as much as I'd hoped. I put a big order in with one of my suppliers on Monday or Tuesday maybe, but earlier this week, and usually it's here by the end of the week, and it's not coming until next week. So you'll have to hang on for that. I will be honest, the majority of it is like restocks of plain things, but I did have some really nice new jerseys in there. So they'll wait for next week. But this week's new arrivals are Activewear. Ooh. And I'm really excited about these because I haven't stocked Activewear before, because the majority of the samples that I've seen I haven't liked. Not in terms of the prints, but in terms of the weight and the quality of the fabric. So when these arrived, I did take a bit of a punt on getting them imported from Europe. And some of the European suppliers are brilliant, but there's always sort of imports to pay, and it's a little bit, and you can't always see samples beforehand. It's not like when I can see a rep or I can contact a UK company and say, can you send me some samples? So I did take a bit of a shot in the dark, but I am so pleased. I've got 5 fabrics here. I feel like I'm going to have to just turn this a little bit so you're getting a bit more fabric. I'm not sure what the YouTube view is like at all tonight. I don't feel like I've done a very good job of setting my cameras up today. So we've got free prints, I can't speak, and 2 plains, and they're gorgeous. Now, I love it. You know, when you see people in jazzy leggings, I'm always like, oh my goodness. But whenever I've tried them on, I thought, I don't know about it on me. And I end up with just plain dark colours. So I'm going to go in and show you my personal favourite to kick off. So these are Activewear jerseys. Hey, Carol. And they are 85% polyester to 15% elastane or spandex. Oh, my brain. Elastane. 85 poly to 15% elastane. So these are 240 square. Oh my goodness, 240 grams per square metre. It has been one of them weeks, I can tell you. I don't have any brain cells left whatsoever. So that means that they've got a really nice amount of body to them, because I'll be honest, and I don't know how to word this any better, but if you're going to have it on your bum, we want it to cover your bum. We don't want to be seeing your undies. We don't want to be squatting down in the gym and seeing anything that we shouldn't be seeing. So, Susie B, these can also be used for swimwear. So yeah, they're a lovely thickness. Now, the prints are printed on a white base, which is not uncommon. So if you do stretch them a bit, you are going to get some of that white coming through. However, they are not see-through in any way. You can see we've got some good, giving that some good stretch to show you there. So we're about 50% stretch in both directions, so vertical and horizontal. It's not super duper stretchy like maybe a Lycra would be. I might go and get the Lycra off the shelf to show you for comparison. But because it's got that, how can I word it? Not firmness. It's got that structure to it that's going to make it nice and solid for coverage. That's why they don't stretch as much, but they still have decent stretch for movement, obviously. So we're talking things like leggings, swimwear, shorts. Obviously the bike shorts are still very, very, exactly, you need the compression. Thank you, Rich. Please could you just be my words for me tonight, because I've lost it completely. So this one is a lovely space print. I think I called this one Galactic. Just gorgeous, very Milky Way. I don't know how it's coming up on screen for you, but it's looking a little bit darker on my screen than it actually is in real life. I'm just going to move this camera around up here a little bit, because I'm not sure that's catching the fabric at its best. But yeah, gorgeous. Love it, and you can't see through. So that one is Galactic, and it's a lovely blue. And what I've done this time, usually I just thread match the closest Gutterman that I can. Regardless of, I usually put the best colour match on, but with these I have put on the best colour match for Gutterman, and I've also put the closest Mariflex that I can get, except for one, where one just didn't match at all. Right, so that's Galactic. Then we have got Voltaic. Oh, so very Thunderbolts and Lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo. Here we go. Yes, cycle outfits. Oh, thank you. Somebody's already ordered. Amazing. So, nice sort of lightning bolt print. You can see the stretch we've got there. Lovely and grippy. I just think these are fab. So, what I have done is I've tried to choose... I've got these angles all wrong tonight. I've tried to choose a selection of prints and plains that go together, so you can sort of mix and match a little bit on here. So say if you just maybe even wanted to just panel this with something else, you can. It's swimweary. But yeah, I'll show you in a minute how they go together with some of the plains. I'm gonna lose that one, aren't I? Oh, do you know, it's not been a good week for the old brain. Last night I was making tea, and the kitchen afterwards, it was like a bomb had gone off. Even James was just like, what have you done? I was like, I don't know. It just felt like cooking a meal had taken my very last brain cell away. It was a nice meal, so it was okay. Okay, and then the last of the prints is the marbled one. And I really struggle to determine which one is my favourite, but ooh, this is different. So everybody's different and everybody likes different things, but personally, I prefer my sportswear to be on a darker base. I just find it generally, I feel a bit more comfortable in a darker colour, and it's at less risk of being see-through. So there we go. There are loads and loads of sort of activewear patterns out there. Everybody likes this one. It's lovely, isn't it? Really sort of turquoise hues popping through with bits of gold there. And I've got a few options as well for what we can combine it with. So patterns for leggings. In terms of what I've actually got in at the moment, because there's loads, and I'm sure the comments will blow up just now with everybody's favourite leggings pattern. I have pulled out the Megan Nielsen Virginia, is a nice one. This has got shorts and leggings on it, and I really do like the fact that this has a lovely deep waistband on the shorts. So that's a nice one. I know Fair Trade, FEHR, really specialise in activewear patterns, so that's definitely worth a look. Mary Ellen's beat me to it. Cashmere Belmont are great, and obviously totally size inclusive. These Simplicity ones have been in the book for a little while now, and they're really, really nice. This is 8561, and you've got a good few options on here and some paneling going on here. And again, I'm enjoying the height of that waist. Like, I like them up. There's another one here which I've pulled out, which is 9895, and that's got like a little jacket on the top as well. And then obviously, if you're doing them for kids, you could get a kids leggings pattern, and you really don't need as much then. But there's loads. I know So Over It do one. I'm trying to think what that's called. But yeah, there's lots about. If you can think of any, pop them in the comments and then we could all share. But I feel like I've certainly printed a lot of leggings patterns in the past. Mary Ellen, have you made the cashmerette ones? Can you vouch for them in terms of actually sewing them up? Because obviously we know that cashmerette are cracking. I did have that one in stock, but I don't have one in at the moment. So those are the prints. And then we've got 2 plains. And we've got a lovely petrol blue. Nikki, we don't need all comments about your gusset and your dogging coat. Oh dear me. Petrol blue, anybody? So a lovely shade of teal. I know you all love teal. And it really does tone in with the other prints on there. Oh gosh, I could tell you a story about gussets, but we won't go there because this is a professional operation. Oh, remind me to have a word with Nicola White. And then we've got a khaki as well, which is obviously a little bit warmer. So it kind of feels like when they're together, they're all a bit on the darker side, but I didn't want to go completely mad. Got to stop chuckling at that. I have missed you, Nikki. Where have you been? Do I have any lining? No, but I've seen it and I need to get some, so I will get some for swimwear. These can be used for swimwear, but the only thing I would say is I don't think that they are technically they're not UPF, they're not the sun protected ones, and they're also probably not chlorine resistant. So just bear that in mind. You can use them, but they won't be the most hard wearing for like regular swimming. Activewear is easy to make as long as you use the right needle. Correct. So stretch needle for shearwear, or Microtex possibly as well. I feel like Microtex for everything. Gussets are optional. Saggy gussets are not welcome. Anyone just join in and they'll be like, I beg your pardon. So, all together, I'm hoping that I can somehow show these as a stack. You can see that the colours coordinate very nicely. And this afternoon I got to thinking, if I was sort of putting together an outfit, super stretch needles, ooh. Obviously we could then have a jacket with a bit of the old soft shell. Oh dear me. Please tell me that this camera is picking things up in the right angle. One momento. This has to be the most chaotic one yet. I feel like I'll get like massively unfollowed after this. Oh, I'm just gonna move that down a bit. Who are YouTube? They're getting a right old funny angle today. Green style patterns. Oh, that's good to know, Maz. There we go. So, well, that's better, isn't it? So if we're looking at that soft shell and the way that that's toning in with those, take my word for it, it looks gorgeous. So a nice jacket in that with your leggings there. Could be strutting off to the gym. That's not what I do in the morning. Also, steel blue in the soft shell looks lovely. All right, I did not anticipate tonight's live being all about gusset chat. Oh dear. If it was a Friends episode, it'd be the one with the gussets. So the blue we can see is, they just all go really nicely together. And along with the khaki as well. You get the idea. And that also follows through with, if you wanted to make maybe a t-shirt to go with. So say if we were doing a bit of yoga and we wanted a nice loose top on the top. And you know, these are the bamboo jerseys, so lovely and soft with the right kind of drape. If we're going for a full activewear vibe, I feel like this is what I should sew up for the window, but Oh, I can't get that pin off, never mind. But if I put leggings on my mannequins don't have legs. So it's just not going to, they're like flat leggings with nothing in. I'd have to stuff them. Oh, I'm glad you think it's fun, Michelle. Patterns for pirates. Somebody said Waves and Wild as well. There's loads, aren't there? So yeah, bamboo jersey on a nice top, along with some funky pants. Obviously like a little zip up top or something, or you could do crop tops. Very cool. And for the kids as well, if the kids are into sort of gymnastics and that kind of thing, or they're just generally active. More active than my children who just play computer games. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a little bit of time to recover from this. So let me know what you think. Which are your favourites? Let me know if you want to see anything else with them, if we want to sort of do any pairings, that kind of thing. I'm just going to have some tea and try and recover from this chaos. When you think, you just never know which way your life's going to go, and you think, if I'd have told Jenny of 5 years ago, you'd be stood here talking to a couple of thousand people and telling them about, talking about gussets. Hell. Anyway. Oh dear. There are some gorgeous prints. Thank you, Maz. I hope you're doing well. I don't know. Oh, Mandy, you should come to one of our social sessions. They get even more ridiculous, and yeah, we don't even have any alcohol. It just gets a little bit daft sometimes. Oh, I'm looking forward to things getting going again. It's felt so quiet around here in the last sort of week or two, which is normal for January, but I like being busy. You make that sound like it's a bad thing, Nikki. We're very organised in here now. We've been sort of sorting out and tidying up. I put a few bits in the remnants section as well, but they're only like bits, not like full dress lengths. So yeah, I'm not going to go with hashtagging things with gusset in general. It's probably not favourable to the algorithm. Either that, or it's going to seriously attract the wrong type of viewer. No, alcohol not required. I haven't touched a drop since New Year's Eve, so I'm not doing dry January. I just can't be bothered. So I'm having a nice cup of tea and go home for some pizza this evening as well. I know what I'm having for tea tonight, and it's pizza. It's not exciting pizza, unfortunately, not like the big fat cheesy takeaway type. It's the Aldi frozen one. So I know lots of people that wish they lived closer. I need to invent teleporting. That's going to be a new product offering for 2036. Right, guys, let me know if there's anything else you want to see or any other questions that you've got, and we might keep that fairly short and sweet this evening. No, the kitchen won't get destroyed tonight. I really don't know where that came from, because I'm usually quite a careful cook, but I just seem to, I don't know. Oh, dear me. Yeah, we've got lots of new classes as well advertised. Thank you to everybody who gave feedback on me teaching. I've decided that I'm going to do it. So if you want to come and do some sewing with me and get some guidance, we can do that. You could teleport here. Just don't forget to bring your sewing machine when you get in the transporter. And, any Trekkies with us? I am literally not kidding. There is somebody trying to get in the shop right now as well. He probably wants alterations. Help me. Right, I'm going to head off. So you've seen these, they're gorgeous. I will be back next week with some New Jersey fabrics and maybe some other bits and pieces. I've had a really good stock up on haberdashery this week as well. So all your bits and pieces are back in. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Just a little note to say that the shop's going to be closed on Tuesday because I'm going to Birmingham on a training course, a marketing one, which is very exciting. So I will be back in on Wednesday as usual. So just so you know, have an amazing weekend, everybody. Thank you, I think, for tonight's silliness, and take care. Happy sewing, and bye-bye.